Hey guys, it's me again. I'm back, and today I want to bring you guys an update for Red Stars. So I'm sure as many of you guys know, they're updating the Red Star system, and I just want to give my thoughts on it. So there's a couple of things to break down here. First off, to get a 5-star, to get a 5 Red Star character, it's now cheaper. It's about half as much, but we're going to be getting more, so it's even less than half of what it used to be. Now 6 and 7 red stars technically take more currency to get, but it should be about the same amount of work to get it because they're going to inflate the system a little bit. They're going to increase what we have right now by 20 times as much, and we should be getting a lot more tokens in the future. So even though the price for 6 and 7 star have been increased, they're still valued at about the same. But as they say right here, you know, this only benefits us because they're gonna increase any gold credits you have right now to adjust to this inflated system now, and then 5 stars only get easier to earn. So this is a change for the better, and then we're gonna be getting a lot more of the currency now, specifically here. And there's gonna be every month now. There's gonna be a Red Star event. Yeah, the Red Star Flash event with Wakandans the first Friday or Saturday of the month every month. So we're gonna get a ton more, hopefully, of the tokens to get Red Star characters. And probably the next best thing is right here. Now when you open up Red Star orbs in the new system, they'll be adding elite credits to those side pillars. So this is nice. So whenever you open up an orb, you're going to be working towards, you're going to get a random character Red Star, but every time you open up an orb, now you're going to get at least some points towards getting an actual, you know, new Red Star for a character. So that's nice. And then they changed it now, so duplicates of 1-star characters will give you the same amount as opening a 2 Red Star character. So now that upon opening 20 orbs, even if you got all duplicates, you're guaranteed to have at least enough credits for 1 Red Star orb. It's a little bit of a pity system right there, so that way you can at least be getting 1 4 Red Star character with every 20 orbs. And elite 7 Red Star orbs now are cheaper. So it just should be easier to get Red Stars as a whole with these systems. Up here, 5 Red Star to buy manually is now cheaper, and all the tiers should be cheaper to earn now because the system has been, we're getting a ton more of the tokens, and now Red Star orbs are always going to be giving credits towards getting better Red Star orbs. So this is a good change here. We'll talk a little bit about this later because I know this is a little controversial. The power curve, this is probably the best part about it in my opinion. Essentially right now the biggest problem with Red Stars is you could have a 5 Red Star character, but if you're throwing them against a 7 Red Star character, you're gonna get wrecked because of the power difference. You know, as of now there's a 40% power difference between those two, but now they're gonna adjust the power curve so every Red Star level is a little closer. So now saying you're throwing a 5 Red Star against a 7 Red Star, it's only a 25% power difference. So this is my favorite change right there, and I think this is going to do a lot to sort of make Red Stars a little easier. I think this is going to do a lot to make Red Stars a little less absurd and a little less more painful when you don't get them. And what's kind of nice is this will make all of our characters stronger, because unless you have 7 Red Star characters, but most of us don't, but now it's all of our characters just got stronger pretty much by 1 Red Star rank. And what's nice is PvE content. Now essentially they reduce the Red Stars of every character in PvE content by 1 unless there are 7 Red Stars to sort of balance them with the new curve. So PvE content should get a little easier, and our characters will get a little stronger after this update that rolls out. The only controversial part of this is right here. Now what they're doing is when a character first becomes available through any method in the game, they'll be added to all levels of Red Star orbs, although the characters will not appear via promotion credits store until the character becomes farmable. I know some people have been not too happy about this. I personally don't care that much. I'm not too worried about it. As a free-to-play player, I'm okay with the idea that you don't get everything on day 1. You know, I don't expect to unlock a character on day 1. I don't expect to be able to Red Star character on day 1. You know, I don't mind the fact that I might not be able to get every character up to, you know, max Red Star on release. I'm okay waiting a couple of months to get a character's Red Stars manually. I know some people have been arguing maybe a compromise. You know, Cassina's been saying, I believe if you could buy up to the 4 Red Stars on a character, I'm not against the change. more red stars the merrier. I'm always happy if we're able to get the red stars for the characters, but personally I don't mind not being able to buy the red stars for a character from the store on like the first day they come out. The only problem with this I have is the definition of farmable. You know, what do they consider farmable? Is it as soon as the character enters into the premium orbs and stuff like that, or does the character have to have, like, they're in a shop or in a node? You know, are legendary characters considered farmable? I think that's probably the part that I'm a little worried about. I want to have a better idea of what their definition of farmable is. I'd rather them be like, hey, 1 month after the character comes out, we'll make that you can buy them in the store, they're red stars. I'd rather there be more a defined time span between when a character comes out and when we can buy their red stars in a store. But again, you're not going to see me raising any pitchforks about this, because again, I don't care about that, especially because when characters come out like Proxima Midnight, like, do you really need Proxima right now? I mean, really, she shines on a Black Order team, and 3 of the Black Order members aren't even out. So it's not even like it's really worth your time to invest heavily in Proxima right now. I'm not saying she's a bad character, but it's not like the game, you just, oh my goodness, you get the red stars for Proxima. Oh my goodness, my team's crazy now. You know, it's not really like that. Most characters when they come out need to be a part of a full team. So unless the full team's out, it's not like you need to get this new character up to the max rank immediately, because they're not going to be working at their full potential for a good amount of time anyways until the rest of the team comes out. You know, Black Order, they're not going to be working at their full power until Ebony Maw comes out late May. So you know, you don't really need Proxima and Max Red Star right now, in my opinion. But that's how I feel, and I'm less of a hardcore player than a lot of other people. But I just want to sort of weigh into that, because I know a lot of people are a little not too happy about that. But honestly, I don't care that much. So all in all, from this section, red stars are going to get cheaper to buy from the store, because there's going to be a ton more red star currency coming out for us. Now when you're opening up orbs, there's a bit of a pity system. You're guaranteed after 20 orbs to open up 1 elite 4 red stars. So that's nice. So at least you can guarantee you'll make some progress no matter what. This is a little bit controversial, but I don't care that much about the fact that we can't purchase red stars for a character as soon as they come out. Power curve, super happy to see. This is a win-win for us. Our characters get stronger. Characters in other modes will get probably, you know, a little weaker in comparison. They're technically going to stay about the same power level, but they've gone down in red stars, and our characters get to stay the same as red stars, so it is sort of a win for us. And then now, one of the even better things about this is not only do we know there's going to be a red star event every month, Relic Hunt and Payday, we now know they're going to come out on the 2nd and the 3rd Saturday of each month. So it's nice to have a set date for all these now. You can sort of put it in your calendar, get excited for it every month. The only thing people are also not too happy about is the block party event is every other month. But I think a lot of us are assuming that's because there's probably something they're going to plan to alternate with it. Like maybe once ISO 8 comes out, there'll be an ISO 8 event that alternates, or it'd be nice to get some training material events every other month or something like that. So I think that's what the community believes on that. So nobody's too worried about that, but that is something to note. But all in all, I'd consider this update an absolute win for the community. There really aren't any changes in here I consider to be negative for the community. There's only things that benefit us in this blog. So all in all, really happy with this. We'll have to see how this works with red stars. I don't want to get too excited about this yet, because again, we have to see what the Wakandan event looks like. What's a ton of red star credits in their opinion, and we got to see how many sort of credits drop on the side of the orbs and what are the chances on those kind of things. So I want to see some of those numbers first before we call it a day. But I definitely think this is a step in the right direction, and I can deal with red stars now. So with that being said, what do I really know? I am only an 18-year-old. Have a nice day, guys.